This is radio for the revolution at RonPaulRadio.com.
Yeah, tell me that beat don't bang. It's Nephew right there. Welcome back. You're listening to Occupy the Media. I'm your host, Paco. Want to thank you if you're tuning in. Also, don't forget you can check me out in the mornings on RonPaulRadio.com. I'm on from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and then again at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And so let's see. Last break we were talking about the media, how CNBC's disrespecting Ron Paul. I'm going to do a little clip of all these questions they be asking. There's too many times they get disrespectful, man. And I know we're all about peace, and Ron Paul is a gentleman. Sometimes I just wish he'd come across that table, man, and swipe some of them. Because it's just so disrespectful, the type of questions they ask sometimes, the way they ask it, the way they ignore him, belittle him. I mean, I don't know, man. It just irks me sometimes because I just feel like sometimes he's defenseless. And I know a lot of Ron Paul supporters like me get upset, man. It's like seeing somebody, it's like somebody trying to, talk mess to our grandpa or something. You're going to step in. You're going to say something. You're going to make sure that that they show your family that respect. And that's how we look at Ron Paul. We look at him like family. And I look at Ron Paul supporters as family, We're all like-minded, and we're trying to get our freedoms back. Now, speaking of the media, so I want to play this clip. I'm not sure how old it is. I think it's pretty new, but just to show you how people be flip-flopping, not even just in the news media, but in entertainment. Howard Stern, there's a video on YouTube. Howard Stern's basically like Romney, flip-flopping now. So he, I heard this back in 2010. He had some good things to say about Ron Paul, and he sounded sincere. But now, I guess, I don't know, his masters telling him switch up gears or better change up his words, or he just really don't like Ron Paul now or something. I don't know. Let me play this clip real quick and let me know what you think. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see.
You know what I'm thinking is that Ron Paul guy. But I don't think he's got a shot.
Now, I don't know what Ron Paul looks like. I keep seeing his signs.
I didn't know anything about him until a couple of days ago. I was watching something on Fox News. Whether it was not Bill O'Reilly, but it was something else. And they were interviewing Ron Paul. And I sat there, I figured he's just like some kooky right-wing, Republican.
Uh-huh.
So I'm listening to the dude, and afterwards, Beth is sitting next to me, and I didn't say anything. And then all of a sudden I went, I think I agreed with everything that dude just said. and then she goes, I did too. I go, I don't know who that guy is. He wants us out of Iraq.
And just to let everybody know, that's all it takes for a lot of us. You just need to hear Ron Paul talk, and it'll click. And if it doesn't click for you, then you got a lot of work to do. You've been watching and listening to the wrong things. Okay, here we go.
Day one.
And he's a Republican.
He's a Republican. I just found out yesterday, because somebody wrote me after I talked about the guy, that he's the only, I guess at the time he was a congressman, he's the only one who stood up for us about the FCC, saying that they should have complete freedom on the radio.
Really?
And he's for abolishing the FCC.
Uh-oh. I just might have to vote Ron Paul.
But a lot of people wrote me about him. And I was like, wow, this guy, I have to say, I don't know who he is, but he's pretty bright, and he's making a lot of sense. And you know what? This is a pretty great country. We got freedoms like we can't believe. So.
Oh, you're coming over to my side now.
I was never against your side. I said I'm not for these people who are dreaming that they're going to pay no taxes and there should be no government, like a Ron Paul. That guy's a complete fucking freak. There's no military, this is that. They're dreaming. We are the number one superpower.
Yeah, the freak that stuck up for you against the FCC, though, right?
We are the cops of the world. Yeah. Do I agree with him that we should be less of a role as cops in the world? Yes. Should we have a president who invades Iraq because he feels like it? Of course we shouldn't. But there are certain realities. You like getting in your car and driving on a highway. Guess what? You got to maintain that. Weather conditions crack the highways. We love a beautiful highway. We love beautiful buildings. We love infrastructure. We love our internet. We love everything.
And that's why we want Ron Paul president, because the government is ruining everything.
And some of that stuff has to be regulated by government. And it's not always fair and it's not always done well, but you're going to have to... These guys who carry on like lunatics.
But you got to deal with it, though. Just take it. Just take it, you slaves. You got to deal with it. I know it's hard. I know it's tough. I know it's hard to buy the BS that I'm telling you right now, but you just need to.
Like Ron Paul, I mean, he's on the fringe. And these wackos in Iowa, they're giving him his day.
Okay, well, maybe this is back when Iowa first went down. Yeah, but he's a clown. Howard Stern's a clown for saying that. I don't know if he said anything since then, but, talk about this before we go into the break. What people need to understand is, man, don't trust nobody behind a camera. Nobody behind a microphone. Nobody. Not no one, not me, not anybody. You just need to trust yourself. Go fact check everything. Check for yourself. And especially with the media, man. There's people up here, like, you got to peep game with the media. There's people up here that say things that are convenient for the time. Like there's certain people that'll be on TV and they'll talk highly of Ron Paul and show Ron Paul respect and even agree with him. But 4 years ago, they were talking different about him, flip-flopping on him. Just like Howard Stern did. Glenn Beck did it. Hannity does it all the time. He did it too. Who else? Who else flip-flopping on Ron Paul that I've heard before? I'm pretty sure I can come up with some more, but I mean, it's just amazing, He's there, and some people will be nice to him while he's in their face, and then talk mess when Ron Paul isn't there, downplay him, And then other people will just do it right in his face, and when he's gone. But either way, we can't believe anybody who talks highly of Ron Paul either. These people on TV, these people that are employed by the corporations, by the media, I don't trust them. Even if they speak highly of Ron Paul, talk nice of him, laugh with him and all that, I don't trust you. You're just a joke. All you're doing is acting that on TV because you guys don't like Ron Paul. You don't want Ron Paul, there. You don't want him speaking because, like I said, your jobs are threatened. Your bosses are threatened. The truth is threatened to come out. Even more things that we don't know about. Just imagine. Oh, my goodness, I can't even imagine the things that are going on behind the media scenes and the government scenes that we don't even know about, that we have no clue of. So, they're scared of that. You can't have all that come out. I mean, imagine it could change. It could be amazing if we ever got to expose all the real corruption that's going on, with the media and the government. And so I don't buy nobody. If you work for Fox, if you work for CNN, you work for MSNBC, I don't trust you. I don't believe you. I hope your intentions are good. I hope you want the right things, but being that you're working for the enemy pretty much. And I used to work for Bank of America, and I just quit. Just like that. I just walked in, I quit. Couldn't take it no more. Finally was to the point where I was able to leave. And I left. And I could sleep better at night. I say like Tupac said it ain't about being pimped. It's about how long you get pimped. We're all in this world and put here in a way we all have to work for the New World Order some way or form. We all have. It's about what you're doing to get out of that. What are you doing to be free from that? Anyways, this is Paco. I'm your host. You listen to Occupy the Media. We'll be back.
America is in trouble.
Washington is a disgrace.
Government has become too big. It's overtaxing, overspending.
We need to change direction.
We really need change.
We can't afford to make the same mistakes we've made in the past.
Mitt Romney's reputation as a flip-flopper.
He went the other way when he got paid to go the other way.
There is need for economic stimulus.
It's about serial hypocrisy.
This election is about trust.
There's been one true, consistent candidate, and that's Dr. Ron Paul.
Ron Paul has been so consistent from the very beginning.
He seems like a more honest candidate.
He tells the truth about what he believes, whether you like it or not.
He's never once voted for a tax increase, never once voted for an unbalanced budget.
Ron Paul's plan is bold, cut 5 departments. It's what we need.
When he says he's going to cut $1 trillion in the first year, I believe it.
If you don't like how things are going and you're tired of politicians, he's something different.
Ron Paul.
Ron Paul.
Ron Paul.
Ron Paul
is the one we've been looking for.
I'm Ron Paul, and I approve this message.